And everybody, the reason I decided to do another update here this late morning is because we need to look at the XRP daily chart, well, the weekly chart, as we did finally have that first weekly cross, the first weekly bullish cross on the XRP chart since 2020. So we're going to look at the significance of that, but also we need to take a look at the XLM chart after a magnificent consolidation and see what the higher ambitions are, or what we need to do to hold this consolidation, and then we'll end it with DGB. But I'm going to do this in a very quick fashion because my son's birthday party is going to be starting soon. So I wanted to do this update to keep everybody informed. To the two people that sent super chats this morning, I don't want to say the names necessarily because sometimes people like to keep it private, but thank you so much, as that is a great gift to receive, as it shows that some of you are actually a more of a growing community, is taking notice of what I'm doing and showing appreciation for it as well. And the fact that each and every one of you are, well, a majority of you now are starting to hit that like button, that watch the content consistently, but also you're sharing the content, but you're being here, you're making an effort in the comments. It's paying dividends here now in the community. I'm becoming more understanding of what the needs are of the community, and the lives have been something special as well. So I appreciate the generosity, and if you want to show support for my work, you can always join Tom's Army, as it's the greatest gift of all in my opinion. But other than that, we need to get into the charts. Good late morning, 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Saturday, July 15th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see here, we've got XRP at 0.7245, up 0.82%. But the big story here, and we'll get to that in a second. First, I would like to talk about my beloved DGB. DGB. If you don't know anything about DGB, the Internet of Things, get familiar with it. There's a reason why I have it, and it's very cheap right now. Right now I own, for transparency, 52,222 tokens at around the 0.006 level, roughly. It was not in this formation where I bought it. It was actually in an earlier formation back in here. It actually might have been 6.2. I think it was the 6.2 where I finally decided to buy it, but that was back in November. So, but with 52,222 tokens, I know I added to get the 52,222 right here when it got below it, but that was only, I believe, 10,000 more tokens. So that's what I own with DGB. And right now, if we look at it, we are in a descending fashion, but that's from the top resistance. See, with DGB, it has such volatile wicks that I've been using the USDT chart, because the USD chart is very volatile. So at least I can keep in the daily these wicks under control. So first hit, second hit. It appears to me we're going to have a third hit up here. But what looks like a bear flag is forming. So if we finish playing this out, this is a bear flag. Lower low, lower low, lower low. Now we could be breaking this formation. That's why I put the uptrend here. And we were starting to form like this downtrend from earlier on in the pattern. That's why I keep saying, if you watch the lives, I'll call it a 3-tier pattern. Right now, though, we got the hit on the X marks the spot where we really needed to get it. And now DGB held at the 747. Now we're looking to get over, roughly, if we come over here, we estimate it out. We need to get over about the 1.0. We need to get over the 1 cent mark and hold. That's what we're trying to do here. Otherwise, with what's about to transpire here, if you look at the time frames here, let me get this off here so we can see better. But right now we've had a bullish cross in the daily, but in the 4 hourly, we've already completed the complete cross here. The golden cross has been completed. We're holding the support. So this looks like it's standard operating procedure on a beautiful consolidation. And now we'll see if it wants to push up or we're going to get rejected. But like I said, we've had a daily cross, which means we could come down here and maybe try to hold the 747. It's not out of the question. So you could have a nice little consolidation, but DGB looks like it's going to try to retest in due time up here at that 966 or 1 cent level. Better off at that level. So pay attention to DGB. XLM will hit this chart, but that ain't the right chart. Isn't the right chart. I like to use this chart. I just have a lot more information. But like I talked about in the last update we did, it hit its technical target. I know it's sideways, but it was just the way the pattern was, and we had to line it up like that with the way I measured it. That's been filled out. I suppose we could straighten it. But that's been filled out already. Now it looks like a bull flag formed. I mean, that's a beautiful formation. Absolutely beautiful formation. big consolidation, but that's a prototypical bull flag. So let's go into the 4 hourly. We're not caught up quite yet. We almost did. See, the 20-day is catching up, so we're trying to show support here, and we are. Volume's been crashing as we talked about yesterday in the live. If you're new, the volume's definitely come down here. So in the 4 hourly, we had 616,000, 254,000, 210,000 on the sale, 68,000, 59, 36, 62, 49. So it's drying up a little bit here. We had much more volume, 616,000 on the way up. The biggest candle on the way down was 210,000. So that's 1/3 the volume, and then it broke down successfully. So this looks like a very nice consolidation. We can actually figure out this pattern formation now. We were speculating before. We don't have to speculate anymore. See, don't be afraid to draw something and then come back to it once you start to see more evidence. What the heck is going on here? Once you see more evidence of a pattern taking shape. Because honestly, we can do, and I'd rather show everybody so that you could try to approach a pattern and maybe start drawing it yourself. We could do it like that if we want to do it from there, but I would advise, just because of the way the direction changed, I would probably do this, because we came up there and then we had a second wick there. I would probably do it like that. Something more like this. And then if we did break above, we would know. So that's kind of what, that's what XLM is forming. So XLM would need to get above here, just like XRP's chart. We're getting squeezed by the 20-day, and we're trying to have a more permanent cross in the hourly, and this is where we're going to decide everything. So right now, XLM is looking to break over this key level at 13,174 for everybody who keeps asking me in the comments. And then if it breaks up to the 15.35 level, that's where you could break up and hold. And then very quickly with XRP's at 7230. We had our first weekly cross in the weekly time frame since 2020. And I just want to show that very quickly, and then I'll let you guys go. I did a very good breakdown of the XRP chart earlier, but in the weekly time frame, we had our first weekly cross here since 2020. So pay very close attention to this, because the technical target, if we do continue to break out, we've got a long ways up to go. We're in this little falling channel, so we do need to get over in the short term roughly the 727 level, but if we do, we can break up in a pretty substantial fashion. If we break down, we'll have to come back down to 6588 or the 613, which is the breakout of the broadening wedge. Make sure positivity over negativity. Make sure you give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and make sure you're very positive in the comments, as we have to stay together and we have to play not the victim but the winner in this very volatile time that we're in right now.